Okay, good morning, everybody. Uh, Welcome back to English class. I hope you had uh, a good restful sleep, and you're ready for Friday and excited about your weekend. Um, just a few notes in classroom. You probably saw my message for everyone that submitted work yesterday, either in Flipgrid or your notebook page. You have feedback on one of those responses. Okay. Um, I didn't receive a notebook page from everybody. So just to remind you, today, um, what you will submit is a picture of your notebook page. And in the assignment today, you'll see that there's an example. Okay, and you'll also see my example here in the mini lesson, but there's another student example in the Google assignment. Okay, so you can use that for your reference. Also, um, as you're watching the video, remember that if you click the CC button down in the corner, you can see the subtitles. Okay, so before we begin, make sure you have your notebook open in front of you, and you have a pen or pencil, and you're ready to write. I'll also be asking you to pause at certain points in the mini lesson to write some things down. Okay, so in the past few days, okay, if you look here, you see I got this magnifying glass and a shovel. So I want you to think about what we've done. And I put these here because they represent what we do. So I got the magnifying glass there for yesterday's lesson because what we did was we reread parts of the story with important details, and we asked ourselves, why did the writer include that? So we were looking closely at what the author had done and asking why they did that. um, and our goal was to uncover ideas about character. So I put a magnifying glass there. Today, our goal is to deepen our understanding of character by asking what motivates our characters. So in today's lesson, you'll hear me say, dig deeper. And so I got a shovel there. So think of these as our tools, okay? Tools that we use to discover things about character. And you might ask, why are we doing this? Why are we practicing reading skills in a writing unit? Okay, that's a good question. And the answer is because before we start writing our essay, we need to go into it with loads of evidence to support our ideas. We don't want to go searching through the text too much for ideas while we're writing. So if you think back to your flash draft the other day, one of the things you may have noticed is that if you wrote about something um, that you really understood, or you had a clear picture of what you wanted to say about the three little pigs, then it was easy to write. If you were confused or you weren't exactly sure how that third little pig was admirable, um, getting through that flash draft was difficult. Okay, so we want to go into our writing with a deep understanding of our character, and it makes the whole process easier. Okay, so I have a question for you, and I want you to, after you write the goal in your notebook, I want you to write this question. Okay, what does Squeaky really want? And what motivates her to act tough? So pause the video now and write down that question. Okay, so now that you've written down the question, let's think about the answer. Okay, so in the story, we see these examples of Squeaky acting tough. And I'm thinking back to yesterday's section here that asks, or here we see some details that show us how she acts tough. She says, if somebody has anything to say to Raymond about his big head, they have to come by me. And then, I'm not one to stand around and do a lot of talking. I'd rather just knock you down. So we looked at these details, thought about how she was tough. And today we're asking, what makes her do that? What does she really want? So, my first thoughts are, she wants people to stop being mean. Okay, so I'm going to write that here. To stop being mean. And she does it because she wants people to stop. Okay, and that's a good first answer. But in this lesson, we're going to try to push further, dig deeper. All right, you see we got our guy here. He's digging deeper. He's not happy with that answer, saying, stop being mean. Well, yeah, of course she wants people to stop being mean to her brother. But what does she really want? So we're going to dig deeper. So we stop being mean to Raymond. Okay, she wants that. Maybe something else she wants is Raymond to feel better. Raymond to feel better. Okay, could be that, right? Now there's a key word in there I want you to focus on here, and it's feel. Okay, because often when we investigate what people really want, we discover that it's not an object that they desire, right? It's a feeling. Okay, so what I mean is, like I told you guys when I was in middle school, every year I would get a new pair of Jordans, right? Sneaker. Now, if I ask myself, why did I really want those sneakers? Okay, it wasn't that I wanted the sneaker for a reason that had anything to do with the sneaker. There was nothing special about it. It's a sneaker. There's lots of sneakers in the store. Okay, they all serve the same purpose. After wearing them a few months, they all look pretty nasty. But the thing about those sneakers was that if I were to wear them, people would think I was cool. I would be cool, like the other kids wearing Jordans. And so as a middle schooler, I wanted to feel that way. I wanted to feel like I was a part of the cool kids, right? So to achieve that feeling, I desired those shoes. Okay? So if we take that same thinking and apply it to what we're doing here as writers, we could say that maybe, it's not just that she wants people to stop being mean. She wants Raymond to feel better. And Squeaky wants to feel like a good sister. Okay? She wants to feel that, to know. She wants that feeling that tells her what she's doing is right. And when people see her, they say, that's a good sister. Right? That's what sisters are supposed to do. So here I'm going to write, they wanted her to be a good sister, or she wants to feel like a good sister. And maybe she wants to feel valued. And she wants to feel like her actions make a difference in the world. Okay? And maybe this is the reason why she acts tough. So now that I got these ideas, okay, I'm not just going to leave them here. I want to kind of unpack them. I want to get inside them a little more. So what I'm going to do, just like we did yesterday, is write long. Okay, so I've done this work already, and you see it here. So I want to highlight a few things for you. Okay. So I feel like I've kind of tapped in, or I've found out what Squeaky really wants. So I'm going to write about it. And in here I include more details that I noticed in the story, and you'll see that. So I've got Squeaky seems tough and angry, wanting to knock down people. But even though she seems tough, what shines through is how much she loves Raymond. Okay. He's disabled in some way, I'm not exactly sure how, and having him tag along could make some people crazy, but she wants him to stay near her all the time so she can look out for him. They go everywhere together. If people tease her brother or treat him badly, Squeaky gets mad. She knows he's different and he can't protect himself. So here I was just writing, and I put this word protect down, as I was writing it, I realized that protect is a good word to fit with how she wants to feel. Right? So she acts tough to protect her brother, and the result of that is a feeling of being a good person. So I write about it. This is a good word for what Squeaky does. She wants to protect him from the world. And here I give some examples. Right? She watches that he walks on the safe side of the sidewalk and knocks down anyone who teases him. Okay, maybe she's tough because she knows she has to protect him. Maybe Squeaky acts tough because she wants to feel like she's doing all she can to protect. She wants to feel like a good sister and a good person. So I want to highlight a couple words here. Maybe, maybe. Also, where's it at? Feel. Feel. Right? So I'm saying maybe because these are possibilities. Okay, I'm going to be thinking a lot more about this, and I may or may not use this idea. Okay, so maybe Squeaky feels this way. Maybe she does this. I want you to use that language when you write today. Also, I'd like you to use the word feel. So maybe my character does this because they want to feel a certain way. Okay, and if we include the word feel, we can help ourselves avoid the very general and obvious observations about why a character does things. Okay, so as you write today, when I look at your work and give you feedback, I'm going to be looking for the words maybe and feel. Okay, so I end this with another idea. She also pushes people away, and I wonder if she's lonely. Right, so I've got wonder in here. So I wonder, maybe pushing all these people away and being so tough, I wonder how that affects Squeaky. Like maybe she's lonely. Maybe she has difficulty making friends because she's always protecting her brother and acting real tough. Okay, so this is the work I'd like you to do today with the book or story that you're reading. Okay. At the end of the period, I'm going to ask you to submit your notebook work, and it should look similar to what I have here. There's another example attached to this assignment of student work, so you can see that, and you'll see similar things there. But what I want you to remember is that we're not really writing the essay yet. We are writing long about ideas we have about who our character is, right? What they really are. On Monday we'll be writing or crafting claims about the character, and that's like the thesis statement. In the Three Little Pigs essay that we worked on a few days ago, the claim was that the third little pig is an admirable character because he's brave, he's smart, he's brave, he's intelligent, and most of all because he outwits the wolf. And so that's the claim, right? That's my idea, right? That's what I'm going to prove to my reader in the essay. So we're going to be working on that on Monday, but before we get there, it's important that we have a lot of ideas about who our character really is. And writing long about those ideas is one way to see if they work, to see if it's something you want to write a whole a whole essay about. So I look forward to reading what you come up with today. As always, I'll be there conferencing during the class. Please make sure today when I ask you to conference that you conference with me and don't say I'm writing or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I will be asking you in your pair group chats, and the reason we're doing it as a pair or in that group chat with your partner there is so your partner can benefit from the discussion we have. So just like in the class when I sit down and do a conference, all the people at the table kind of hear it. And the reason for that is because we'll be saying things that help everybody. And I want the same thing to happen when we chat today. So please keep an eye out for that. And when you go home tonight, okay, the only expectation is that you're reading, as always, 30, 40 minutes, an hour. You're reading anything you like. It's your choice. What's important is that you cut out the time and you get into your books. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday.